Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server admin tutorial or bucket spigot plugin tutorial. If you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe because I do these every week. If you have a suggestion on one you'd like me to do, feel free to comment that below and I will get back to you. Give you a shout out when I get around to it. However, I am on vacation for 2 more days, or a couple more days whenever this comes out. Notice the shirt. It's awesome. Look at that. Whoa! Anyway, so this week is custom crates, CSGO crates. The actual title, working title, is specialized crates. So CSGO crates doesn't work. Custom crates is inactive, or CSGO crates is inactive. Custom crates doesn't work. It is inactive as well. This one was suggested by one of the users. Or one of my viewers, and it works great. It's awesome. Now, it's called Specialized Crate, but basically it's all-encompassing. It has custom crates, CSGO crates, roulette, menu crates, a whole lot of stuff. It's fantastic. It's very, very diverse and has a lot of cool features of it. It was suggested by Eric Van Mook, Water Vapor, Shadow Plays, Nikki, Cool Kid Plays MC, Apostolis Bertolide, Psychotic MC, It's Chaotic, Zap DK, ST Gaming, Jokerin TP, Kyle Pack, and Turtle Games. Now, keep in mind, I have done Crates Reloaded, and it has CSGO crates and all that stuff in it as well. So check out the 2 plugins. Figure out which one you like. It features customizing everything. You can customize all messages. It has lucky chests while mining, which is a really cool feature. That's why this plugin might be a better option if you have a prison server. Key crates, CSGO crates, roulette crates, menu crates, and has holograms. With that in mind, it does require holographic displays, as well as it does support a few other holographic or hologram type plugins out there. I like holographic displays. Permissions before we get into it: customcrates.admin and customcrates.place.bypass. The customcrates.admin allows you access all of the admin commands, which is pretty much your users don't need access to any of these commands, and you could put that stuff in your purchasing plugin or whatever it is that it goes. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what it looks like, and then we'll go over some commands and we'll get into it. So first thing you want to do is you want to give yourself a crate. So that's S crates space give crate space crate name. Keep in mind it is case sensitive, and then you want to put the username or all there. If you do all, it's going to give it to everyone on the server, and the amount, so just a number, so 1 or whatever it is. And then we're going to show you basic crates right off the bat here. Now, basic crate is a dynamic crate, which means that the user will place it, then they have to use a key to open it, and then it'll go away. So your users will place it on stuff that they own or whatever. So we've placed it there, and then we can left click on it and it gives us the rewards. You can do this for all the plugins. It can tell you the rewards and the chance to get that. We'll go over how to configure all of that stuff in the config file here in a minute. And then you want to give yourself a key. That's S crates space give key space crate name. Once again, case sensitive, user or all, and then the amount. So the user is the player's name. And then you would right click and now it opens. So it gave us dirt, doesn't announce anything. It's a super basic crate there. And then we have a master crate here, and it's a tier 4. And now this is the roulette style crate. So it's going to go through all the stuff. You can configure all of those things around that. We're going to see that in the configuration. And we want a common item, grass. So we got dirt and grass. Doing great, guys. And then here's a middle crate. So this is going to be a bunch of different things. It's kind of like a menu style crate, so we can grab all that stuff, but it automatically puts that in there. And it announces a whole lot of stuff, and looks like we got speed for a few seconds and all that. Now we got a lucky chest crate. Now I believe this one is another dynamic crate, so it's going to go through, and it's CSGO style, which is really cool. And come on, diamond. Nope, we got dirt. Once again, get more dirt. And then we're going to go to the beginner crate here, tier 2. You can set up tiers, all that stuff in the config. It'll make a little bit more sense when we get over to it. So we're going to right click once again, CSGO style, as it cycles through, and it looks like this one has a cooldown, so it can only be activated every 300 seconds, which is really cool. And then it announces to everybody, this is to you, and then this is broadcast. We'll talk about that in a second. And it looks like we got dirt, more dirt. We are very unlucky. Let's jump over to the config file and I'll show you guys how it all works together. Okay, so here we are in our server. We're going to jump into the plugins folder and then we should have that specialized crates folder started. If you do not, then you're missing a supported plugin or you're not on the right version of Minecraft. So be sure to check your console log for errors, and then we're going to jump into all this. Whole lot of stuff in here. We're going to start with the config, I think, and we'll go from there. So pretty basic in here. Right now, all you can store is flat file. You can do log success. You can change how much is logged in the config file. Auto close, required slots, how many open inventory slots are required. So people need to be able to get the stuff before they can interact with one of the chests. We got a pushback, so if they don't have the key, it pushes them back. We can block the creative interaction with it, which is probably highly recommended. Hologram offset, how many blocks should the hologram be offset from its original place. Fade in time, so this is anytime you have a title or I think it's the title thing that comes up and announces whatever, that's where you'll set your fade in time, fade out, stay time, all that stuff. I believe it says it's in seconds. Reward display inventory, so if you like left click it will display the rewards. And then looks like the variables you have are crate and rarity and reward name for all of that stuff. So you can change the color coding, all that stuff in there, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and jump over into crate config. So this is where you are going to change some of the layouts of some of the styles that are in there. So you crate type, inventory, you got roulette, CSGO, and menu, so you can change what kind of stuff is on the background of all that. Identifier block, that would be the redstone torch on the top and bottom. You can change the sounds. Link is in the gibbles to where those sounds are. The author put together a long list of them, which is fantastic. Looks like you have a variable here of inventory name being crate, and then this is key, which you will see when we are looking at the crates. So once again, that is modifying the way that those all look. Here's your messages. We're not really going to go over that, but you can modify that, maybe make it to be your own language, which is really cool. And rewards is really fun, but we're going to come back to that one. We're going to open up the, we're going to go big and we're going to open up the master crate. So this one stayed there. Now, the formatting on all this is, I think it's YAML, but I'm not sure. So we're going to have this enabled for true obtain method static. That means that the chest will remain there after people open it, doesn't just disappear. So an admin would place it there and then the users would go up to it and open it with their key. So your crate, material, chest, semicolon, and then 0. That's the metadata. Now most plugins kind of like automatically give a 0 at the end of it, but this allows for having the color-coded clay, color-coded stone, like for those other things. Be sure to check the item list in there. You can set the name in here, the enchantment that is going to be over it, the lore, all that stuff. You have your key. You need to have require true. That means it requires a key to open it. So some of your dynamic ones, maybe you won't require a key. They just place it and then they're able to open the chest from there. Material, tripwire hook, you can change that to be whatever. Your enchantment. Now keep in mind, whenever you see that semicolon 0, that means that you need it there. Otherwise stuff will start failing. So the rewards, this section is referencing the rewards.yml, which we'll go over next. But basically, you're not actually going to put in the items that they're going to win in here. That's going to be a unique name to that rewards.yml file. And now here's your hologram settings. That's what you saw above the chest. It's pretty straightforward. Now the play is, this is the particles that are going to be over the crate while it's, you know, sitting there. Now when they open it, it's the crate animation. That is where this is going to reference to what we just look at, inventory underscore roulette or CSGO or menu, depending on those three. Those are the three that are built in there, or give underscore key, like it's going to give them a key. Now tier actions override defaults. You can put it on true. That means that you will set up your own custom tiers down here. Sound, actions. Here is all the actions that will show up on here. So you have your title and your action bar, which is really cool. Now this is unique to each crate. You can have common and uncommon items, and then rare, and then it basically just sets out what happens if you want unique things to happen, like it broadcasts like, oh, they got a rare, but if they got a common one, they don't really need to tell everybody on the server, that kind of stuff, or different sounds depending on the rarity of the item. Or you can launch fireworks. There's a link on how you set the fireworks up in the Gibbles. Go check it out. There's a lot. The author has a great wiki on how to set all this stuff up. We're going to take a quick look at the lucky chest. Once again, lucky chest is going to be that one that disappears after you use it. It doesn't require a key. You just place it and it opens. Now, obviously, in my example, I was in creative. We were just demonstrating all that stuff. Really basic one there. In the actions, your variable is always going, you have a reward variable, which is going to tell you the reward, and then you have player variable, which is that percent player, percent reward, that kind of stuff. You can see that in existing crate examples, all that. So let's jump over to rewards and take a look at that. So now this is the name that it is referencing that you saw on that last crate, and then this is the display name. So this the users never see, but this is what the users see. Then you have your commands. Now it's not built in that it will automatically give them something, so you have to use the built-in game commands or plugin commands. So if you're giving them like a token enchant, or I'm trying to think of some other stuff like enchant or a spawner command or whatever, or you give them a permission node, that would be running your permissions plugin command, and then the variable being the player name there, and then whatever it is that you're giving them, and then this is what it looks like. This isn't actually the item, this is just what it looks like. And then the chance, and then the rarity, this is where you set that custom thing up for the tiers. And then receive limit, so you can limit a person to receive this only 3 times, 5 times, whatever it is. Now the chances thing is interesting. So if you put in all of these things, so we go back to the master crate and we go up to all the rewards. So what it will do is it'll add up that number for each one of these rewards, and then that will be divided by the overall number. So if you have 10 rewards and each of them is a chance of 10, that means that it will take 10 divided by 100, and it will be a 10% chance that you will get each reward. Now if you have one in there that's 20, then it's going to be a 20 divided by 110 chance. Well, I don't know what the percentage is on that, like 12% or something, or 11.5, I don't know. So that's how the chance works. So you need to keep in mind what your chance number is for each reward you're giving, how many rewards you're giving for each crate, all that stuff. It'll make it makes sense. So some of the built-in commands that you have in here is broadcast and message. I'm trying to find some of them. It doesn't look like it's in the rewards, but in the crate you have message and broadcast. Those are some built-in commands. So message is going to be a personal player message, and then broadcast is going to send it out to everybody else out there. Okay, so I know we went really fast through a lot of it, but hopefully I get you guys started in this. Keep in mind, rewards is its own, and then your crates tie into your rewards, and then the chance system is a up of all of the chance values that you've set for each reward in there. If I went really fast, feel free to rewind and go back and rewatch it. That's the beauty about video. Plus the author's wiki is fantastic. Go ahead, poke around in there, and really just have some fun with it. Let's jump back in and wrap it all up. All right, here we are back on the server. So hopefully you guys found this very helpful. I know it's super complicated, but the plugin is super powerful, which has a lot of abilities to customize it to anything that you want it to be. Your mind and hard work is the only limitation to what this plugin can do, and the author is super active and still updating it. If you run into problems or see any bugs, be sure to reach out to him. Link will be in the Gibbles as well as on his Spigot page, and give him and reach out to him. So hopefully you found it fine. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Please leave a like and let me know. This is Kaz reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless.